Swan Gang Racing channel. All right guys, before we jump into today's video, I wanna go ahead and let you know that we got new merch on the website. Big Country merch is in, everything is here guys. My dad officially has his own t-shirt. It's been a hot seller and we put it out in white and also in black. We have long sleeve, short sleeve, and hoodies. We also have the Blood Brothers merch, and that is Todd's Lexus, which is the car that we're gonna be working on today, and the 67 Mustang. It's on the website right now, along with hats, hoodies, and stickers. Let me show you these stickers real quick. New stickers that just came out. You can see the new 67 Mustang outdated. We got small stickers that you can be able to put on little stuff like your toolbox, all the way over to bigger stickers that you'll put on the back of your vehicles in your shop. We got a lot more stuff happening. We also have one big sticker that we're coming out with for everybody out there that want to help support the Justin Swanstrom Racing program. We wouldn't be able to do this without y'all, so I thank y'all every day for helping us, being able to keep growing, buying all the merch, seeing everybody out there wear it. It just makes everybody here at home proud to be able to put something together that people are following. So thank you everybody for buying merch. Click the link in the description down below and go get yours. Also, we are doing a bundle pack right now where you can buy all the stickers in one pack. And also what I'm going to do for when this video drops, all the way for the next 24 hours, whoever buys a piece of product off the website will get a Justin Swanstrom Racing and a Swan Gang sticker thrown in their order for 24 hours, guys. You're seeing this video, make sure you click the link, make sure you go get your merch. You will get a Justin Swanstrom Racing sticker and a Swan Gang sticker thrown in your order. Thanks guys, let's jump into the video today. Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? It's here. It is here. Todd's new engine is here, boys. We have a whole deal that we are doing to Todd's car. We're putting a brand new Noonan 4.9 engine down inside it. We are also swapping out the rear ends so we can run this thing on small tires. RC Comp got us set up with a new set of rear wheels that will go and make this thing look beautiful. They are black and machined. They will match the front. I can't wait to get this car out on radios. I promise you, it's gonna be one of the best looking cars out there on small tires. Woo-wee. About 4,000 horsepower sitting right there. Right up inside that box. Oh boy. Yeah. Right there. Man, they gotta get y'all a little bit better setup.
20 minutes later.
This is a little nightmare.
This is a little rough.
Normally we unload with forklift, but this weather is terrible. We'll just get stuck and then we'll have more of a nightmare.
Yeah. So, you know, I ordered for a truck with a lift gate, so we're gonna use the lift gate. Man, I'm telling you right now, it'll come off.
3 hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
Man, look at that. That was simple. Got to sign?
Yeah.
What if we don't sign it?
I gotta put it back on.
Oh, my bad. Look at that right there. Appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
Oh, bro, you're certified professional. We appreciate what you do. Hey, where was that tilt at?
All that weight was on it.
That's what we need. We need one of those. What's it called?
Big Joe.
All right, I'm gonna order me one. We got the one where you gotta pump it.
I had a manual one for a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm 48 now. I don't want to do that shit anymore.
I hear you. I don't know why I crumbled this up, but go put that in our bin for the office, please.
You gotta watch me, I gotta watch you.
Yeah, we gotta watch together. Hey, why don't we watch each other? We'll look each other in the eyes. All right, guys. Got the engine here. We will be getting everything suited up and booted. get thrown in Todd's car. Trust me, we're gonna keep y'all part of the whole entire process. Y'all are what helps us keep this thing rolling, and I can't wait to get Todd's car on small tires and out there running and tested and figured out.
Several days later.
What's up, guys? We got Todd's engine up on the stand. We're going to be throwing some parts on it, getting her fully suited up and ready to go down in Sir Vincent. We're getting the car ready to go to the first radial test session with this car. It's gonna be the first time ever that Sir Vincent is on radials, and I can't wait to see what she can do. Also, I'm going to be driving the car. Todd is not here right now. He's up in the mountains. He's snowboarding, having the time of his life. He said, you know what? If you wanna go test the car, go run it, get it ready. I feel like that's a good plan. Let me go ahead and get all the bugs worked out of it. Let me try to get it going nice and straight, get it set up like prenup, and then once Todd gets in the car, he can just make passes after passes after passes. So we are going to be testing in Orlando Speed World, running this setup, and going to South Georgia Motorsports Park to be able to run this setup in the no time class. We'll have 2 cars at South Georgia. We'll be running prenup and Sir Vincent, trying to go and win the money. Hopefully me and Travis can stay away from each other and we can line up in the finals. If we do, Travis, I just want to let you know that I am going to cut that tree and run out of your life. But we won't know until we get there. So let's get into the video. Let's get this engine inside here. Let's get the blower on top of it. Let's get it fired up and let's get it ready for this weekend's test session. I gotta give a quick shout out to a few sponsors. We have a lot of them that came on board this year. In the next couple videos, we are going to be talking about that. One is Hormone Logics, the one that Todd Falone owns. He owns Sir Vincent. He came back on board again this year with Justin Swanster Racing, so we can't thank him enough. Marty Marilite rear end housings to be able to get all our rear ends being able to get set up on big tires or radials. But a big sponsor came on board this year for our radial package and our big tire package, and that is Quick Performance. Quick Performance does a lot of suspension parts, rear gears, rear end assemblies, and everything that you see that goes inside our race cars is from Quick Performance. So we just got the new Quick Performance gear put in Todd's car. It is set up, the chassis set up. I don't want to go back there. I can't show y'all our secret tips, but the chassis is set up and ready to go. We also got with RC Comp, because you know that's the only wheel that we run over here at Swan Gang Camp, and got the Todd set up with a brand new set of 15 by 14s with a 1-inch backspace. I'm a chrome guy, guys. Y'all know I love the chrome wheels on my car. Yes, Moneybag has black wheels, but for some reason, Todd is on this black wheel package. I've seen a lot of y'all commenting, talking about we should put black wheels on the Mustang. I don't know, the chrome looks so good. But we're waiting on Todd's wheels to come in. Should be here within the next week or so. Already got with my guy RJ over at RC Comp, and he told me everything's on the go and it's ready to go. I have a set of wheels here that are my wheels for whenever we have a spare or need a spare. So we're going to put those wheels on Todd's car for now, but we got the new tires mounted up. Shout out to Garage Racing for getting us tires in a timely manner to get everything ready to go to our first test session. So everything is starting to come together. Now all we gotta do is just get off our tail, get this engine in the car, get the blower on it, and get it fired up. All right, so let's talk a little bit about what we gotta do here. Because this is a new engine, you can see there's no injectors in it. There's no ports for anything at the back of the intake. There's no studs at the back of the block. So we gotta go through and we gotta put all that on. It doesn't have an idler assembly up at the front. The good thing about it is our boys and girls over there at Noonan Race Engines gets us all set up, and we have the parts here that came off of Todd's engine. So what we're going to do is go through, clean them all up, and get them installed on this motor. This is my favorite part because I get to go ahead and put this thing together and I get to send the bill to Todd. So we're going to throw the injectors in first. We're going to throw the ports at the back. Once we get the engine off, we'll put our flywheel and block saver on, and we'll throw our studs in here to get it ready to set down inside Sir Vincent. But this is a brand new 521 cubic inch 4.9 Hemi. Look at that thing. It looks brilliant. Another sponsor that we have to thank, guys, is Atomizer. That's the injector that we run on all our engines over here at Justin Swanster Racing and Swan Gang. We got these new injectors. They're freshened up, ready to go. Got new O-rings and everything on it. We are getting them stuffed down inside the intake. Put a little bit of multi-purpose grease. Any kind of grease is good. You just don't want to go in dry. So when we put this fuel rail on, if you don't have nothing on those O-rings, they could either slip, spin around, cut themselves, and then you're just going to have a fuel leak. So luckily, I've been good enough to be able to get a sequence ready to go and be able to put these on. Hopefully today goes the same way. We can get it put on, and then once we get it in the car, we're not going to have no fuel leaks. But as you can see, they are inside the car. This thing looks beautiful, man. I mean, our motors are beautiful too, but you know, we got a couple passes on them. So this thing is right outside of the machine. It just looks amazing. So I'm taking my time. I'm making sure it's a timely process, man. This doesn't happen fast. You got to go through, you got to make sure everything's good, and then we're going to time it all in, make sure everything's working right there. So there's a lot that goes into it that a lot of people don't know about, but we're going to keep pecking away and get her ready to set down in the car. All right, guys, so we're gonna take a little break. We're gonna go grab some lunch real quick. We've been on this thing all morning, but as you can see, it's starting to come together. We got the new idler assembly from Noonan. Check that deal out. I'll show you the difference between the two. Kind of similar, a little different. You can see that this one over here has 3 legs on it versus this one has 2. Just makes it more durable. It doesn't allow it to flex as much while the belt's running. If you ever watched any of our videos and seen close up on the belt while it's running, it'll sit there and flex just because it's just got so much tension on it. But it's okay. This right here makes it just a little bit stronger. The other thing that they did is, you see how this idler, this is what your belt rides on, guys. What it does is it allows your belt to stay true. It won't allow it to walk itself off the pulley on top of the blower or the pulley that is mounted to the front of the crank. So basically, like I said, it's idler pulley. It allows it to stay inside that groove. This setup here, see how it's all the way at the top? With the belts that we run a couple different series belts. So you can run a 1600 belt, you can run a 1672. At the time, we were running 1672s just because it was a little difficult getting the belt on this setup or that setup there because of how tight it was. The shorter belt is the better belt. With the 1672, it would bring it out to like somewhere there, probably a little farther. With the 1600, you couldn't get far enough up to be able to get it on. You would have to pull the whole assembly apart, and it was just aggravating. So they made a new version which allowed it to have a little bit more room. So you can push it up there and basically allow you to get your belt on and get it ready for, you know, when we're going up to make test passes or whatever. So that's a good thing about this deal, is it allows us to give us a little bit more room to be able to get that smaller belt on, just make it all around better deal. So we got the injectors in, we got all the fittings, we get all the ground wires. It's starting to come together. Probably have another, I'm gonna say, hour or 2 on it, make sure everything's good, taking our time, make sure we're going through, and then we can go ahead and throw her down inside the car and get the converter bolted up, transmission, get everything start going back together. So as you can see, the motor is on the engine hoist, the cherry picker.
Cherry picker engine.
Oh, what all different names that are out
Everyone
there?
calls
Y'all drop a comment down below. What do y'all call it? We call it the engine hoist, or the cherry picker. I don't know if there's another name for it, but as you can see, Sir Vincent been sitting over here just gracefully waiting to be able to get a power plant put back inside her so we can get everything ready. So that's what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw a little time lapse on here real quick, and we are going to slap this engine down inside the frame rails and get her tied all back up.
The next day.
All right, guys, so we are back in the shop. We got a lot done yesterday. Jesse was able to get underneath there, put the converter bolts in, tighten up the transmission, get all our lines on it to everything hooked back up. This motor, being new, is a little bit longer than the motor that came out. It's only 10 thousandths, but that plays a lot when it goes into getting everything done and making sure everything fits. So we were not able to finish up the engine yesterday. One, just ran out of time, and two, we are waiting on a fitting to come in from Noonan. Had it overnight. It should be here this morning. It's the fitting that goes into the side of the block, which allows it to come up and hook this oil line to this pump. Once that fitting's in, we go ahead and get that slapped on there. We're gonna slap this blower on right now because we've already went through and tightened up all our fuel lines. We got all our electronics hooked back up. We're gonna get this blower on. We're gonna get our blower belt hooked up, ready to go. We're putting a new blower belt on it with this idler assembly. It has a wider belt, which is going to be a stronger belt for us and for Todd. So we'll get that swapped out, get that put on there, and hopefully get this thing fired up by the end of this video. We gotta let the silicone dry. We gotta still bleed the brakes, but we're making good time because we have exactly 29 hours until we have to be at the racetrack for our first test session. So we're gonna go ahead and slap this blower on there, let that silicone dry up, get everything ready, and keep moving forward to getting Todd's car fired up with the new Noonan and ready for the small tire test session coming up tomorrow. We are also going to be taking this car, guys, over to Orlando Speedway for the first test session. Everything is 100% done. We went through, checked everything. Everything's working. He's already went through, checked all his rockers, make sure everything's good. We're going to fire this thing up. Once we get it fired up, we got the new headers on the car, get everything 100% done so we can load it up in the trailer and get ready for Orlando's test session. So we'll fire the car up here in about 10 minutes. We're waiting on the silicone to dry. The screw blower is on Sir Vincent. We got to change out that top pulley so we can give it more boost and just finalize some stuff up. But we're finally getting things done and getting 100% ready for our first test session. It's very, very busy around here. We got some bigger news coming to y'all. You'll hear that in the next couple videos. But I just appreciate all y'all that's helped support this deal and keeps watching us and helps watch us grow and grows with us and keeps making everything possible for us to be able to keep moving forward and bring y'all even more content. We didn't have one?
No, we have 3 36s and 1 37.
So that's 90, those are 92 and 98%. So what we're gonna need to do is we'll clean the spot. We need to get the Mustang.
We might be able to just grab it right where it's sitting.
Okay, Mustang still got to come out of the trailer because we got to. We're going to get prenup.
Oh, today?
Well, yeah. So my biggest fear is I don't know if the front end is 100% cut out for the blower. So like I thought about taking the car over to Mike's, putting the front end on. Problem is, what happens if the front end don't fit around the blower?
Then we trim it there. We just take the tools to trim it. He has air hose and stuff.
Okay,
That's up to you.
That's my only fear. So I was just gonna put a blanket down, put the front end and doors down on the blanket, and then we bring it back.
It's kind of sketchy on a brand new paint job, buddy.
F that car. Are you all done?
Yeah, I need to get the chiller out, get the antifreeze out of it.
Let's do that. Get all that, and
Do
then,
whatever you want. I don't care.
and then we'll fire this thing up. So. You ever backfire an tempo with nitrous in it?
And blow it off, I'll just fucking backfire.
I think we're gonna leave nitrous in it.
Yeah.
Boom!
Alright, let's see how this works.
Okay, so if he pushes down on the prime, it'll prime it. If he pushes up on it, it'll hold the pump on. I got you. Say ain't no point in leaking it down. You got to pay him back. All right.
It's going to idle itself up when it warms up a little bit too. So after the
Right now you're up around 1,500.
Yeah.
It got a little sporty when it got up there around 2,000. But at least now it can idle on its own. It goes in gear, sounds a lot better. Sound pretty sporty. She's ready. She's ready to go. We're gonna get her on the ground and we can get her loaded up. All right, fellas, so we got some good news and we got some bad news. Good news is prenup has color on it and it looks amazing, guys. Love to be able to do a wrap job with Mike and them again down there at Speed and Truck World, be able to get that all done. It looks amazing. I can't wait to be able to show y'all. Bad news, not really bad news. We are not going to take Todd's car over to Orlando Speed World this weekend. Reason being, we just kind of have ran out of time with getting this deal set up. Only thing that we got to do is bleed the brakes and then get the car fired up. But we really want to focus on the 484 car. So we are going to take it over there. We are going to test Steven's car, the Salty Bitch car, and just focus on that car. What we'll do is come back and get Todd's car for next week and get everything 100% ready and then go over there and test in Orlando. And we'll probably take Salty back over there again and just test. You know, I want to do one at a time, and I feel like we'll be able to put all our heads together, all our hands, and put everything that we need to be able to make these cars run how they need to. So I let Todd know. He's good with it. You know, there's some stuff that we got to take off the Mustang to get done. The front end and doors are done on the Mustang. We got to go pick that up. We just kind of ran out of time. I hate it, but we will be testing Todd's car next week. We will also be taking the Mustang up to drop it off at Wizards. We are going to be going to South Georgia Motorsports Park. I'm looking at the weather right now. It's not looking so good, but hopefully it changes. We will be doing more testing with Salty. So a lot of things are happening, and we got to try to get all this done because here in the next 28 days, we are going to be racing non-stop, going to all these big shootouts, running all the cars that we have in the stable, especially this car, that car, this car, the Salty car, and prenup. We got a lot going on, and we are going to be doing something to more daily drive, I guess you want to say. Cletus came out with a class at Bradenton Motorsports Park, and you know, we purchased a vehicle and gonna go have fun, run some quarter mile. It's got an LS in it. We are still working with Pete Harrell, HED, to get the LS set up for prenup at the end of the year to go after the stock block record. So, you know, a lot of things are starting to come in how they're supposed to. You know, I've been stressing a lot here lately. You know, me and Jesse has been working our tails off in the shop to try to get all these cars done. And we're finally over the hill and on the downhill spiral of it and almost to the finish line. So I'm extremely happy for that, and I'm happy for all y'all that have stuck with us throughout this deal and help grow this thing. And we are about to broaden our deal by jumping into the LS market and doing some other stuff, even collabs with other YouTubers. If you have a YouTuber that you would like us to collab with, why don't you drop them in the comment section down below? I think it's time that we, you know, branch out, do some more stuff, and that's part of it. So we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna load Salty up. We are going to be testing that car, focusing on that car, getting it ready, because we have some big money grudge races and shootouts coming up here in the near future. If you haven't done already, guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn that bell notification on, and I will see y'all later.